Now, starting with history taking in gynecology, the prerequisites are that you should always approach the patient from right side of the bed and introduce yourself. In our country, salam is very important, so you can introduce yourself by saying assalamu alaikum, मेरा नाम डॉक्टर और स्टूडेंट डॉक्टर मनाइल बदर है. Always explain what you are going to do. फॉर एग्ज़ाम्पल, मुझे डॉक्टर साहिब ने आपके मुआयने के लिए कहा है, मैं आपका मुआयना करूँगी. Here I want to point out that you should never say कि क्या मैं आपका मुआयना कर सकती हूँ. ऐसे पेशेंट्स होते हैं जो कह देते हैं कि नहीं, आप मुआयना नहीं कर सकते, तो आपका स्टेशन फेल हो जाता है. यू आर नॉट अलाउड to touch the patient once she or he says that no, you cannot examine or take history from me. So instead of saying क्या मैं आपका मुआयना कर सकती हूँ, you should say that मैं आपका मुआयना करूँगी. So a chance of the patient saying no and your station being failed decreases. ओके, आफ्टर दैट दौरान मुआयना अगर आपको कोई तकलीफ़ हो तो आप मुझे बता सकती हैं. Here I want to say that you should never say मुझे रोक सकती हैं, because once the patient says कि आप आगे मुआयना नहीं कर सकती या मुआयना रोक दे या मुझे तकलीफ़ हो रही है, so even after that you are not allowed to touch the patient. So instead of telling her that she can stop you, you should tell her that she can inform you. आप मुझे बता सकती हैं, so that she cannot stop you, and whatever complaint she has, you can sort that out and continue with your procedure. Consultation should ideally be held in closed room with no one else present, because in gynae this should be considered. And always listen to what the patient is saying and do not interrupt. Be a good listener, and because the key to good history is good listening and picking up the important points, begin with an open-ended question and avoid using medical terms. There are patients that do not understand even simple English words, so if you use medical terminology, the patient would not be able to answer. Avoid writing and talking at the same point, because the patient feels like you're not interested and you may lose her interest. So avoid writing and talking as moving on. What are the components of history? Biodata, chief complaints, history of presenting illness, gynecological history, past obstetric history, sexual history, past history, medical and surgical, drug history, allergic history, family history, and socio-economic history. In gynecological history, if the patient is not pregnant and the complaint is anything else except her pregnancy, then we focus more on the gynecological, that is the menstrual history, and ask more questions relevant to her present complaint rather than going into her antenatal, natal history and how she conceived and all that. That all is asked and considered in obstetric history when we are taking history from a pregnant patient. Biodata. In biodata, we start with the name, age, marital status. If she is married, then name of her husband. If unmarried, then name of her father. Education. I prefer asking education here first, because if she's a BS masters or a teacher or an educated female, it is quite easier to communicate with her. But if she has hardly passed school or has never been to school, so your way of communication, your use of words, your way of explanation is completely different. So if it is clear from this point that how you have to deal your patient, then it is quite easier to take the history. So education, if educated, what is her occupation? Address is important, because if she is coming from a far-flung area where communication, transportation is a problem, so you have to go for a treatment plan which can help her for the coming 1-2 months, and if she and how she is going to perform her test, her where she can get her medicine from. So address is very important, and if she is admitted in the hospital and you are taking history in your wards, then date of admission, mode of admission, and time of admission. Moving on to chief complaints. Uh, in chief complaints, these are the principal symptoms that cause the patient to seek medical attention. So always begin with an open-ended question. क्या तकलीफ है आपको और कब से एंड कितने दिनों से? This is very 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 important because you have to write the complaints in chronological order. The complaint that developed first, you have to write that complaint first. For example, the patient says she has pelvic pain from since 4 days and vaginal discharge 2 days and fever 1 day. So you have to write this in chronological order. You have to write the complaints that develop first. Complaints that develop first are written first, and do not write stories in chief complaints, right? This is a common misconception that the students are writing stories. No, you just have to write pelvic pain since 4 days, or you can write it in this manner, and vaginal discharge 2 days, fever 1 day.